Hi and welcome to Let's Talk for Real, back again. For those of you that don't know, this is a show where we talk about real things, real views, real opinions, real topics, and on a general basis just a real talk. Got a few things to get into. I have noticed, right, since I come back, do you know what we have not spoke about?
What have we not spoke about?
We have not told the viewers out there to subscribe at the first instance, so you're going to see something popping up right now.
It's going to go
right now, and you're going to subscribe. Do you know why? Because you are such good people. You want to watch good content. Of course, that's why you're here, isn't it?
Yeah, very good content.
Very good content. So subscribe, like, follow all our socials. Go away, Norton. I do not want to restart at this time, thank you.
Though you have.
Follow all our socials. They will be popping up now as we speak. And we will remind you, again, just before the podcast ends, to subscribe. Just in case you forget, you know. And another thing, we have not spoke about the outro. Since our comeback, we've been so busy with the whole COVID-19 thing, we have not spoke about our outro.
No.
Our outros are completely different. We've got the end screen as well.
What about the intro? The intro's
the same.
The same, but with things slowly happening, I mean, we found a new advert, but I can't seem to record it yet on my phone.
Huh?
Like, you know, on my phone, you go, for example, Facebook, you click on a video, then you screen record or screen. Yeah. I haven't found the video yet, but if I do find it, it would be good to put in.
Oh, you're on about the government message.
The new government, yeah. But this one we'll still use in the intro.
No, we're not.
It's very good. We're not using it.
No.
Okay,
it won't be in this video. We're not. For now, that's gone. Unless we can find it, then you would have seen it before we even started talking.
Yeah.
So yeah, what do you think of our outro, the song?
It's
sick.
It's quite sick, yeah. I mean, different, original. It's like I said, like what it says on the label. You know what I mean? Yeah. Let me have a drink.
But wait, you don't think it's cool?
It is quite cool, yeah.
Shout out to the guy. I forget his name, but he done a great job. The only problem which Hannah will say is...
That's not my surname. It's not, but I won't say my surname. That's definitely not my surname. My name is...
Manners and Hannah Wilson.
Yeah, but
please give it a listen.
My name is definitely Hannah, but that is definitely not my surname. I won't say my surname in case some people search me up. I don't like that.
Yeah, but that's funny though, because... I think I told him your surname, but he probably done it like that just so it could
because
rhyme.
It rhymed. Yeah, I understand that.
Christopher Manners and Hannah Wilson, please give it a listen. Works, you know.
It does work, yeah. I thought, fine, leave it as that.
And a few more announcements before we get into things. Last episode. Yeah, we screwed up completely.
We kind of screwed up because I've noticed when we started talking, we're like kind of out of sync. But if you're listening onto a podcast on your phone,
yeah, if you listen to it by audio, then you guys won't even know.
You won't notice.
Unless was it the episode before where we done the squeaky voice? I think it was that episode.
Before, yeah, we done the squeaky voice system.
Yeah, we've done that just to mess around, really.
Yeah.
For those of you that were listening on audio, we've done that because it kind of went out of sync, so we kind of had to. We had to use the camera audio, which I didn't want to use, so I just made it squeaky just for an half.
Yeah.
Just for literally a minute. So yeah, I'm going to start off things now with my funny joke.
Go on, start with your funny joke.
Now, this isn't it's a sort of religious joke, but not so much. A child asked his father, "How were people born?" His father answered, "Adam and Eve made babies, then the babies became adults and made babies, and so on." The child then went to his mother and asked the mother the same question. "We were monkeys, Then we evolved to become like we are now through evolution. The child ran back to his mother. Ran back to his father and said, "You lied to me." His father replied, No, you don't understand, son. That's your mother's side of the family."
No, that is really peak. That is really peak. Because obviously dads like to talk a lot of bull, but not my family. They says it how it is because they've noticed I've grown up. I know all the facts. They just say it. I said, there's no need to be embarrassed that I said it. It's that I'm not embarrassed. I've had all the lessons in high school.
No. But one more announcement before we get into things. From now on, the podcast is going to be 30 minutes until further notice.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. 30 minutes until further notice because with watch time and stuff, I've noticed, I've been looking at the statistics and most people cut out before the end anyway.
Okay, it's fine.
So if we make it 30 minutes, then it'll just be better in overall. I'm told the shorter the better, basically. So 30 minutes, I think, is a good time.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
So it'll be like only, one topic or two?
One topic, we'll still do What's the Score when football comes back. Football is back, but
only the
in Germany. So yeah, when football comes back, we'll do What's the Score, what's happening, but literally every episode right now is more or less a topic of what's happening.
Exactly.
And what's currently happening.
What's currently happening is we're practically at the first stage of uneasing the lockdown.
Yeah.
So from next month, I know apparently schools are meant to open, and we're now unlimited walks outside, or even they say we can go outside, but we can't visit the beaches or parks. Even
basically, for all the people that are confused here, here's what Boris meant. Go outside, but don't go outside. Go outside if you can, but only if you must. Stay inside if you can, but go outside on a regular basis if you can't.
Yeah. Simple as that, I think.
What part of that is
Simple,
confusing, guys? Go to work, but only if you can't. But stay at home if you can. But go to work if you can, but stay at home. Now, what's so confusing about that?
I don't think that's confusing at all. I mean, I know, but...
Right, I'm going to say it in simple terms. So what he said, go outside if you must. So for those people with mental health issues, stuff like that get like depression, I'm sure if you're isolated for so long away from people, then yes, you must go outside.
You have to go outside because I've like you said, there's been quite a few suicides in kids recently.
And a lot of killings as well in households.
I mean, and who would want to stay indoors for that long? I mean, I couldn't. I would get I'm already mentally not well, but I just hate to stay.
Have you watched Joanna's recent video?
Yes.
You have?
With you? No, what do you mean latest video? Or
latest.
Oh no, I only watched the one that I was with you.
When he was talking about depression and
when
stuff.
When he was talking about depression and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, I'm outgrowing that stuff, blah blah blah." Yeah, because you're grown up, you don't want to do that crap anymore. You know, with other YouTubers, they like to stick to what they're doing because it suits them. Obviously, with Joe Weller, it might not. He might say, "Oh, this is rubbish. I don't want to do it anymore." You know, I'm into this.
He done a podcast with KSI recently, and KSI was saying this, and he done the same thing. He's changed now. He ain't the way that he used to be. So Joe Weller's done the right thing by finally decided, you know what, I've outgrown that style of content, so I'm not going to make that anymore. So fair play to him. And with people like him, isolation will be hitting them hard.
Of course,
especially him, because he lives on his own. Claude, I think, from AFTV lives on his own.
Yeah. I mean, some people live on their own, and but they just can't do it anymore.
Yeah, so that's why Boris is saying, go out if you must. So go out if you must in terms of
exercise, going to the shops. You might want, if you live with a household full of people, fair enough. You can go out with them. But still, I mean, when I go out and about,
but
and
still
I've
avoid people, still avoid people, social
2
distancing, still do the 2 meter distance.
Yeah.
And so that's one part of what he said. He said, go to work, but only if you must. Stay at home. If you can work from home, then stay at home and work from home. If you can't work from home, I encourage you to go to work. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to digest that. So, if you can't work from home, then if you can go to work, go to work. Now, only go to work if you can. So, public transport, especially early hours, forget it. You're not going to get to work. It's way too congested. Because you're not going to be able to do the social distancing.
Nice.
If you don't care about social distancing and you don't care about getting corona, then by all means go to work in early hours of the morning. That's your choice.
Yep.
As Hannah just pointed out, you can wear a mask if you want.
Only if social distancing is not possible. Like if you're packed on a bus or a train, or you're obviously if you're outside wide open spaces, not necessarily because you're out and about, you know.
And I am told, by the way, wearing a mask if you have a beard, not good.
No, because germs could get in your beard. Like I said, germs could get in your beard and go up your face and into your mouth and nose and oh god knows what. So if you have a beard, most likely to shave it off.
And for those of you that don't even want to wear a mask, you know what? That's fair enough. I don't either.
No, yeah.
So if you can't go to work and you can't work at home, then that's a situation where you need to speak to your employer. That's more or less what he said. He said he's left it in the hands of the employers now. The government have done the best they can.
Exactly.
And they still are, by the way. You're still getting furloughed until October. Even after the lockdown. I'm sure the lockdown is going to end before October, for sure.
I think
it's going to end before
realistically October, mid-October, end of October.
It's going to end before October.
That's what I said for.
I've said since the beginning it's going to end around July time anyway. I've even got. Do you remember when I done that Facebook thing, the frame? I set that for July, the 1st of July. Because I had a feeling around July time the lockdown's going to end. I still believe that. If the country, you know, don't do what people done yesterday in Hyde Park, for instance.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about that later if we get the time.
Definitely.
So, go to work if you can. If you can't, it's something you need to speak to the boss about.
Yeah, exactly.
What else did he say?
He said, I think that's the main subject, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stay alert thing, I'm not going to lie, I have no idea.
Stay alert, control the virus.
Those two new things, I have no idea what he means by that.
Stay alert was obviously to stay alert. Like, I'm always staying alert, especially around in London. You don't know what's going to hit you in the face.
Yeah, but I still don't really know what he means by that, to be honest. That's a confusing message. But everything else...
We need to do this.
We're gonna do it now. We have been sold. We just have to use good old-fashioned British common sense. But the problem is, Boris, this country doesn't have British common sense. This country's full of idiots that think 5G is going to kill us all.
But it's nothing to do with 5G, it's just scientifically proven.
And for those of you that don't believe us, check out ASAP Science, their latest video. They will tell you the scientific facts.
I think the thumbnail, so it has Marcus Brownlee, doesn't it?
Marcus Brownlee.
With, I don't know how it goes. I don't know, but
I think he's just holding a phone or
just
something.
Just holding the phone, yeah, saying 5G on
You've got two excellent combinations there. You've got ASAP Science, that when it comes to science, they know what they're on about, yeah? And you've got Marcus Brownlee, a top tech reviewer, so he knows about technology.
So if they come together, boom, they just give you the whole...
They're going to give you the whole... Yeah, from both sides. This is the thing. They can say it better than me, and I can tell you for facts, 5G don't do... Basically, on the... They'll say it better than me, but on the microwave or radio wave spectrum, it's not what. Okay, radio. I'm sorry.
Radio waves.
Yes, they'll say it better than me anyway.
Radio waves. You get a simple line, and then you've got this frequency going like that.
Yeah,
I don't think it's science as well. So the bigger the waves like that, it's meant to be slow, like frequency.
Which is okay.
The closer it comes like that.
Then it's a bit
dodgy, you know. You have to. That's what you have to stay aware of. So. And
this is the fastest and most powerful radio wave we've had, but it's still not that dangerous. If you look on they'll say it better than us anyway. Just go on the channel and they'll say it. But it's not even that dangerous, guys. I think it's more dangerous than a microwave, but less dangerous than like X-rays and gamma rays and stuff like that.
The thing is with microwaves, like you said, you know why there's the small... I don't say to the public, but obviously I was going to ask, like, do you know why there's small black dots just inside the microwave?
Yeah.
I don't want you to say it. I want people to know. Comment below if you know why that's on inside the microwave. And there's also obviously air vents on the top. You should know why that's for.
Yeah.
So I know nothing about microwaves, but obviously I learned why it has on it.
Oh, that
So, yeah.
reminds me. Speaking of things for comments and stuff like that, those of you that want to know what the last riddle from last week was, we're doing riddles now for the podcast. I think it's a good idea just to keep the engagement, you know. I asked you guys, what do you hear but not see? And here's Hannah's hint.
No, I don't. Wind.
It's wind, yeah?
Wind.
It's wind. You can hear it, but
But
you can't see it.
which is really weird.
And I will do another riddle just at the end. So, yeah. Check out those guys. They'll say that 5G been much better than us.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of lockdown, what you think it's going to end in October? You serious?
October. Realistically, October, November.
What? You serious? We're going to be in lockdown until then.
Well, realistically,
What
July,
are we in now?
August. We're in May.
We're in May, yeah.
May, July.
Ow. Right, we're in May,
So
yeah.
July.
The infection rate is still going down drastically, yeah. June
But it's
is
between
when they're
0.5.
predicting.
But it's between 0.5 and 0.9. It needs to be below 1. If it's above 1, they're going to halt everything. You know that.
Yeah, but listen, we're in May, yeah. The next month is June. In June, they're predicting what's going to start. Right, education is going to start
June.
looking to come back and stuff like that, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
July, if everything's still going smoothly, everything's going to be sports will be coming back. Certain restaurants and certain
Cafes.
hospitality sectors will be coming back, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then August, things might slowly start be going back to normal. I reckon the lockdown
September.
fully
August.
Now, when I say lockdown, the lockdown might be over, but I mean everything opening, everything going back to normal. August. Just watch. August, everything will go back to normal. If the country behave, pretty much.
That's if it behaves.
If the country are doing exactly what they were doing yesterday at Hyde Park, led by Jeremy Corbyn's brother, then let me put it this way: there's a reason we're the worst infected country right now in Europe.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So, what else was you going to say?
Vaccine news. Vaccine. I remember just before this podcast, we watched a video on YouTube, and they mapped out predictably how long a vaccine takes. So, like,
Normally
10-15 years, yeah? If they were going to properly make this COVID-19 vaccine, it would realistically take 10 to 15 years, max 15 years, right? And they're trying to squash it until next year. Now, I found that a bit dodgy, right? They are racing to get this, but I don't want it to go horribly wrong. Like, some people will get seriously sick from it or die instantly. Obviously, I've been watching too many movies, playing survival games, aka Days Gone. That it can literally ruin your whole body. You thought, oh, I've got the vaccine right here, blah blah blah. Let's just do like monkey trials, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously you don't know what's going to happen. Obviously we're the closest relative to monkeys or apes, whatever you call it. Say apes, yeah. And something goes horribly wrong. Obviously the ape gets very seriously ill. It dies in less than 24 hours. Obviously that vaccine is lethal. It's not safe. It's not ready. Me personally, they need to very closely look at this and carry on for another, say, a safely 5-10 years to get there. They can't compress it to 1 year. What do you think? 10 years of 15 years worth of vaccine to 1 year. What do you think about that? That's ridiculous. I wouldn't trust that the only vaccine I would take 1 year is that flu jab every October. That's the only jab I trust, because I only get a cold with that and then it goes. I'm perfectly fine. I'm protected against the flu, whatever you call it. I've had all my other vaccinations and that. What do you think? Have you got some information?
I'm trying to find. Just before I start talking, I want to know what I'm talking about, because I know.
Okay. I know what I'm talking about because I've seen the video, and that's my knowledge from it. But obviously I haven't looked at the other vaccines they made, like rubella, swine flu, Ebola, what else? They still haven't made a vaccine for SARS. How ridiculous is that?
No, the SARS vaccine is released.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that somewhere.
I've never heard about the SARS yet. I've always watched the last video. They said SARS still hasn't been. Because SARS is the same group as Corona, you know that?
Yeah, I know it is.
So that may say something. Obviously,
SARS took 20 months to find a cure.
That's 1 year and a half. Wait, that's 1 year and 1 year and 9 months.
If you say so.
That's nearly 2 years, I'd say.
According to this, anyway, I'm not too sure. I'm trying to find something more accurate. But oh wait, hold on. What's this one? Basically, yeah, I've said it on and on. I think the vaccine is out. It's out right now. They've got the vaccine. They've got the cure. They've had the vaccine, since before this even started, bruv.
Really? How would they know this would come?
Because it was planned. And I still believe this ain't no mistake that... Oh crap. Oh god, we've just released something in the lab. Oh god, it's all over the place now. Oh, silly me.
Yeah, but the thing is, no one has said that, even on this stupid anti-lockdown protest. I'm surprised no one said, oh, this wasn't an accident, this was meant to come, because right now we're overpopulated and something needs to depopulate it.
And here comes Corona.
And here comes a deadly virus. You know what I mean?
Just the answer we're looking for. Well, they're looking for.
I mean, it wouldn't be something else, like, worst case scenario, we'll go on the Hunger Games scenario. What do you think about that?
I'm just trying to... I even asked it, and it's still not telling me. I asked,
it's still not.
What was the quickest the vaccine develops? Because I'm sure...
I think it was that flu one, I don't know.
It's too sciencey for me, but if it takes a year or less than a year, then that is revolutionary. Because I know vaccines take a good amount of time.
10 years?
So if the country is going to be in lockdown until... You're going to just have to get on with this, because you can't just... It's like what Robbie will say to DT, yeah? You can't just not go out because there's no vaccine. Listen, you're going to... You can't just... That's like saying, oh, I'm not going to go out, I might get the flu. I mean, yeah, there's a flu vaccine right now, but come on.
Yeah. And do you know what apparently the World...
Health Organisation.
Health Organisation, who... Do you know what they're saying? Oh, this virus will never go away.
It might not go away. It might take a while.
It might take a while to go, but realistically, everyone gets the flu. Flu has never gone. Flu's been around here for what, centuries?
Yeah.
Exactly. The flu's been around for centuries. No one's talked about it much. More people tend to die from that than the actual corona.
It's true, to be honest.
So, and from having that, probably the worst. What do I say? Worst thing I've ever experienced.
So I believe the vaccine's out, but I believe they're not going to release it until... Well, if I had to put a number on it...
Next year?
2022. That's my number. You heard it here first. 2022 is when they will release the vaccine.
I'll be 25.
I think by 2021, most people won't even remember it anymore. Yeah, there might be the odd case here or there because there's no cure. But what can you do? You're gonna start having to get the economy back to normal. Like now they've put the housing market back up now.
Yes,
because and construction and stuff like this, because you need to start looking ahead now. You can't just be hiding away relying on this government furlough or whatever, innit?
No, we can't, because if we kept doing this, we're going to run out of money.
Exactly.
And we're going to probably be the poor...
After this, I'm telling you, tax will go up.
Everything will
parking,
go up.
ingestion.
I did show you, 30... If you live in London, the congestion charge will go up 30% in it. 30%, but I don't know what month.
And I guarantee you,
next month.
Public transport, it might be free. Well, buses might be free.
It's usually £1.55, isn't it? But it will
£1.50 for buses.
£1.55.
No.
£1.55.
No, £1.50.
£1.55.
£1.50.
£1.55.
It's £1.50.
Are you sure? Wait, I thought you said it went up 5p one.
Okay, Google, how much is it to take a bus in London? By Oyster.
According to London buses are all cashless, so you need an Oyster card, travel card or
£1.50.
contactless payment. Bus fare is £1.50 and a day of bus-only travel will cost a maximum of £4.50.
Lawyers, shut up. It's £1.50.
You told me lies that many years
I
ago.
didn't tell you.
You said when I first moved here, they said, "Oh, it goes up 5p every year."
Yeah, but they've put it on froze, remember?
Yeah.
Like
I
1 or
doubt
2
we'll go-
years ago.
I doubt we'll go
It's
freeze
£1.50 now,
next
but
year.
it will go up, I guarantee you. It might be free for now, but they don't want that money
They're going to
back.
bump it up to £2. You wait.
They don't want that money back,
Yeah.
I'm telling you. But, so yeah, what else is there?
So life. I say life after the pandemic, or what would life be up like? Oh no, right. That question as well. Also something else.
What's the first thing you're going to do after lockdown? The very first thing?
Bugger out of London, that's for sure.
We'll see your family.
Yes. Oh, there you go. When will life be back to normal, or life after the pandemic? So
August,
we said something about that.
my prediction.
Could a vaccine be available by the end of the year or next summer? But realistically, I say next year.
2022 for
Yeah.
me.
Mhm.
First thing I'm doing is getting a haircut, fam.
Yeah, you're getting a haircut. I'm taking you to nice barbers in Walthamstow. You like
Yeah.
that, don't you?
I seriously need a haircut.
Hmm.
But
I might dye my hair. I don't know. I don't care.
dye it grey.
Very
No,
funny, dye it grey.
Not
Just-
grey. Red? No. What colour is the coronavirus symbol?
Oh, for God's sake.
That'd be
No, I
hilarious.
want to dye it nice, pure blonde. I want to go pure blonde.
No.
I have to do my eyebrows as well.
I seriously need a haircut. Though. My hair is like.
Come
No,
on,
no,
come on,
no,
come on! Don't be scared.
no.
You thought my hair was bad. Look,
Your hair's fine, bro.
yeah, because I had mine done in December. So I'm lucky.
Anyway, before we wrap up, what's your fun fact?
My fun fact is it's a sea life question, not sea life question, but my fun fact. It's shrimps are all born male, but slowly grow into females.
What? Wait, what is
Shrimps.
what? Oh, shrimps.
Shrimps are all born male, but slowly grow into females. So that's similar to, I say us, but not really. I'm already born male in the room. Yeah, I could stay male, but I obviously turn into a female. Think
Yeah,
about
but
it.
how are they produced then? If they're all
They're all
all
born
grow
male.
into yeah. So how are they all?
They're similar. I think not similar to us, but they could stay male. Yeah, they could stay male. Blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
Right, and also I say 2 in 10 shrimps. Right, most of them will be turning to female.
Yeah.
So that's how they're meant to produce. And most of them would stay male, and you know what I mean. So yeah, that's my fun fact. So I thought, oh, that's interesting. I like that.
No. Anyway, before we wrap up, I do quickly want to talk about football is back, like we said at the beginning, but only in Germany. So, what's the score and all that stuff related to do with football? Yeah, we're still not going to be talking about football because there's still no football in my eyes in this country to talk about. If football was still going on, do you know what today would be?
The last game of the Premier League.
Say that louder.
The last game of the Premier League
Season.
season.
You make it sound like it's the last ever game now.
Imagine.
Now, before we go, before I say the riddle, guys, what are you to do?
Subscribe, like, and peace.
No, subscribe, like, and comments. And follow
comment
the
as well.
socials, guys.
And
The
follow
links
the
will be
socials.
coming up as we speak. Before we go, our last minute here. Now, this one I bet even Hannah won't know. Just oh crap! Wait.
Because I'm a bit.
Oh no!
It's
Oh,
gone.
stupid London. I know. Well, hold on. I'll find it again. I will find it again.
Really stupid London.
It's because of you not knowing how much the freaking
Bus travel is.
bus travel is. I had
Oh,
to...
alright, I temporarily forgot it was £1.50, yeah.
Right, here it is.
Okay.
Right, guys. I speak without a mouth, and hear without ears. I have no body, but come alive with wind. What am I?
Coming off a wind. Oh God.
So I'll repeat.
So say that again. Say it again.
I'll repeat once more.
Once
yeah,
more,
guys.
please. I think I might know.
I speak without a mouth, and hear without ears. I have no body, but come alive with wind. What am I?
I have no bloody idea. It might come to me.
Now, last week's one was easy. I gave you guys an easy one. If you guys didn't know, then I don't know what to say to you guys. This one, very easy. Very, not hard, but a bit more challenging. If you guys get it, put it down in the comments below. Until then,
see ya.
Take care, guys.
Let's talk for real, start up the conversation. This is what you've been missing. Real views and opinions, touching on many topics. I know that you can relate. Every episode is something different and I can't wait. Christopher Maddox and Hannah Wilson, they keep it authentic. You know that I love to listen. I'm telling you just how it is. This is the deal, no holding back. Let's talk for real.